Actually, tech broadly kind of underperformed. I don't really think anything in tech did particularly well today, or at least not as well as it was doing yesterday. But they did move up. We traded up slightly into the bullish range today. The AM expiration, this could easily fail tomorrow. Quite a lot of OI falling off of the chain first thing in the morning. RSP is up 117 BPS today. So a big move in the broader index. And you can kind of see that here, especially in financials. You know, Amazon was down on the day. Nvidia wasn't up very much. Like Microsoft, Google, Apple, and Tesla did okay, but nothing crazy. Not like a 2% day or anything like that. So really only Meta pulled that off out of tech. But if you look in finance, the entire sector is green. So that helped a lot. And then also energy, consumer services rocketed today, producer manufacturing. Now, some of this is bearish, like transportation moving up because of higher PPI, yeah, utilities moving up, manufacturing moving up. These are, you know, and consumer non-durables had a really good day too. These sectors moving up is kind of a flight to safety. Now, I don't know if that's going to continue beyond today. Like, obviously today may have just been like a broader pump with RSP, but even end of day, you know, ES is just edging out NQ, right? Dixie up quite a lot today. 105.35 right now at market close. So big move up, and actually towards the end of the day, that bearish pressure came back from yields. So we'll see if yields continue to move higher tomorrow, but quite a lot of pressure there on credit spreads. Correlation fell off probably in its second biggest move in the last couple of weeks, with the 1 month dropping back almost to where it was like in June. That's pretty close. And here's something that you will see. What's interesting about that? If you look at volatility, right, on the S&P, all of it's up, right? And this is that dispersion trade playing out that we've discussed, where you go long the underlying, short the index, and universally all of the S&P had increased volatility today. So yeah, I mean, definitely more pressure on that dispersion trade. I don't know if they'll be able to get it to the levels they got it to in July. That seems very unlikely, but we'll see. Broad commodities moved up quite a lot today, 75 BPS. We saw some of that pressure realized here on BTU as it finally broke up above that $24 level. Still kind of waiting for it to get back into the $28 range, but it is starting to recover. And this is probably, you know, on the back of people feeling a little bit more confident about China now that the yuan is back under 730, and you know they're making some more economic promises kind of every day. So eventually one of them's bound to catch some interest. Let's see what else. ES, tomorrow we're going to be moving to the next contract, but for now I'm still going to keep my price targets on this one. So trading slightly above the 4,500 level into the end of day close. We broke out above the prior high, but not last week's high. We're still very much below the test of gamma neutral. A breakdown here would still create kind of a bull flag, and I guess technically we're still in an ascending wedge after the break up, but on a longer time frame, or well, just an uptrend. Not a lot of consolidation there at the end of the day, but I don't really know how much the technicals matter with the futures roll in OPEX tomorrow. So we'll keep an eye on this in the overnight session, although I expect that ES is going to hold the 4,500 level into market open. After market open, we'll see what happens. Right now, call positioning on this for tomorrow isn't super strong going into the morning, but some of that could pick up overnight like it did today. So we'll keep an eye on that tomorrow, and then, you know, if we see a shitload of call interest come in to the upside before market open, you know, we can play that accordingly. 449's print. If you have some theta on them, I wouldn't worry about that too much. Let's not you're not crazy far out of the money or anything. Oil took 90. Yeah, it did. And I think Brent crude's even higher than that. It's got to be edging up near like 90, 95 a barrel now, right? Tips, yeah, we could go over those. So GME crossed over and reverted back as they apparently shorted into some covering today, or possibly somebody was buying and applying pressure. I'll see what the OI change looks like tonight, but you know, it's possible we're getting some options interest coming in. I'm not really actively watching it, but it's definitely possible. Either way, liquidity tightened up a little bit after testing at the end of day yesterday, and despite that, the stock moved up, which is generally inverse to what we usually see on it. So yeah, I think it is definitely possible that we see it kind of collapse back into some actual covering over the next 5 days. But I mean, they did touch. So VIX, do I have VIX pulled up? VIX just got slammed, right? VIX is almost like into close, almost at its like 3-month low again. So VIX just got absolutely obliterated today. Do you see end of week SPX 4460? I mean, if we get a big sell off tomorrow, sure, that could happen. Do you get the GN overnight? Yeah, after closing OI comes in. All right, guys, that's it for today. I will see you bright and early tomorrow. I hope everyone has a good night. Later.